shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
The date is out of such prolixity. We'll have no Cupid hoodwinked with a scarf, bearing a Tartar's painted bow of lath, scaring the ladies like a crow-keeper, nor no without book prologue faintly spoke. And if after the prompter for our entrance, but let them measure us by what they will, we'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me a torch, I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with noble soles. I have the soul of lead, so take me to the ground, I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above common bound.
I am too sore in pierced with the shift to soar with his light feathers, and so bound I cannot bound a pitch above doubtful woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love, too great oppression for a tender thing.
Love a tender thing, it is too rough, too rude, and too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love pricky and you beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in, a visor for a visor. What care I, what curious eye doth quote deformities? Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me. Come, knockin' in her, and no sooner in but every man betake him to his legs.
A torch for me, let wanters light apart, tickle the senses rushes with their heels. For I am proper bed with a grandsire phrase, I'll be a canhover and look on. The game was near so far, I am done.
Tut, done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mirror of this surreverence love, within those thickest. Upon to the ears, come, we burn daylight ho.
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, in delay we waste our lights in vain, like lights by day. Take our good meaning, for our judgment sits 5 times in that ear once in 5 wits.
And we mean well in going in this masquerade, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
What was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than a gate stone. On the forefinger of the outerman, drawn with a team of little Tommies, over men's noses as they lie asleep, her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spiderweb, her collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of film, her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner, squirrel, or old grub. Time out, oh, mind the fairy's coachmakers, and in the state she gallops night by night, through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. On courtiers' knees that dream on courteous straight, o'er lawyers' fingers who straight dream on fees, o'er ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mad with blisters plague, because their breasts with sweet mints tainted are. Sometimes she gallops, so here a courteous nose, and then dreams he of smelling out a soup. And sometime comes she with a stiff pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as he lies asleep. Then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and the dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches and ambuscades, Spanish blades, of health 5 fathom deep, and an anon drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and being this frightened, swears a prayer or 2, then sleeps again. This is what very Mab, that plaints the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the eflocks in full sluttish hairs, which one untangled much misfortune bodes. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, and that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them woman of good carriage. This is she.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace! Thou talks of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woes even now the frozen bosom of north, and, being angered, puffs away from thence, turning his side to the dew-dropping south.
This one you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late. I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequences yet hanging in the stars. Shall bitterly begin its fateful date with this night reveals this term of this expired life close to my breast by some vile forfeit of entirely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my soul on lusty gentlemen.
Strike drum!